I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light. I'm also a Course in Miracles student and have been for the last 40 years. I went through the lessons as Jesus instructs us to do, and it was extremely valuable to me to do so. It really turned everything around for me doing those lessons. But then after that, I wanted to go back and do them again. For one thing, I recognized the first time I went through them that I did not understand them as fully as I could. And so I kept going back to the lessons. But this time, instead of doing them as Jesus instructed, I would read the lesson and I would ask Jesus to clarify it for me, help me to see it differently, help me to see whatever it was he wanted me to see this time around. And I've been doing it for several years now. And after I ask for that clarity, then I write whatever comes to me. And this is what I want to share with you today. Today I'm doing lesson 350. Miracles mirror God's eternal love. To offer them is to remember him, and through his memory to save the world. What we forgive becomes a part of us as we perceive ourselves. The Son of God incorporates all things within himself as you created him. Your memory depends on his forgiveness. What he is unaffected by his thoughts, but what he looks upon is their direct result. Therefore, my Father, I would turn to you. Only your memory will set me free. And only my forgiveness teaches me to let your memory return to me and give it to the world in thankfulness. And as we gather miracles from him, we will indeed be grateful. For as we remember him, his Son will be restored to us in the reality of love. So I offer a miracle when I respond with love rather than attack. In this way, I teach innocence rather than guilt. As I forgive, I welcome the other into my heart. I see her as part of me, and I begin to remember who we are as part of God. Forgiveness is the way we remember ourselves and the way we remember God. It is a way we return home, and to do so, we must hold no one outside our forgiveness. That's why it makes no sense to hold a grievance. Here's something that used to happen to me. One of my children would say something that I interpreted as an insult. I would feel offended, and even if I didn't confront him or her directly, I would generally find a way to express my hurt. There's no upside to this kind of thinking. We would both feel guilt and thus reinforce the belief in guilt. Now I don't do that. I'm not even tempted to do that. I studied A Course in Miracles and practiced it long enough to understand this harmful dynamic. If one of them says something that could be interpreted as an attack, I see it differently now. I see it as a call for love, and so I give love. Anything else would not make sense. Responding to attack with love is offering a miracle. If I attack or defend, I push the other away. Even if this occurs only in my mind, it still costs me the memory of my true self and of God. We are one in our reality, but experiencing ourselves as separate obscures our vision. Forgiveness restores vision, and oneness becomes all we see. My part is to desire forgiveness, and the Holy Spirit undoes the unforgiveness for me. It is a miracle in the truest sense when this happens. I was thinking about a time I was holding a grievance against a fellow employee. It seemed hard to let it go because I kept interpreting all his words and actions to mean that he really was my problem. Eventually, of course, I turned it around so that I was looking at my own mind. What I understood was that it was my thoughts that were the real problem. I also saw that I wanted peace of mind more than I wanted to be right. At that moment, my mind was healed. It was amazing. Since then, I've been gathering miracles from God and giving them away as fast as I can. I want to remember the sun, and this is how my memory is restored. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this, perhaps you would like it. And if you want to hear more, maybe subscribe. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.